Hello, Betaloda. Welcome back to Space Survival Simulator. Will you survive the dangerous expanse of space? Where everything is trying to kill you. This is pretty much what space survival in the expanse is. Everything's trying to kill you, including space itself. Anyway, welcome back to the expanse here. So, alright, tonight we're going to wrap the game up. We'll do episode 5, the finale, and then I'll go ahead and do Archangel after that. So, trying to see where I want to put my final thoughts. Well, I'll put my final thoughts at the base game at the end of episode 5, and then I'll do Archangel. And then I'll get thoughts on Archangel when I finish that, since Archangel is kind of a separate story than the main storyline. So, anyway, we're ready to get back into it. So where do we leave off? Kamina is with the pirates. Oh, wait. She had to help the pirates to get her ship back, and now we just got onto the ship to deal with our betrayers. Who I'm very willing to space now at this point. Because, you know, fuck them.
You lead.
Sure thing, the old Republic. Yeah.
Must be down there.
Drummer?
This one is scared. He's shaking like a baby coil.
Okay, but you don't have to kill that one though.
You do it.
He's not a threat.
He's not worth it. Just lock him in the breach pod.
No. We always kill the first one. Fair warning to the rest. Use your night boots. Crush his skull and be done with it.
See, I wouldn't have a problem if it was the other one. And he'd be like, okay, convince me.
No, please. Drama, don't. I saved you from Arlen. I never wanted Maya to die.
You're gonna make me choose. Well, I'm not killing him because I don't feel like killing him. I have no reason to actually kill this guy. Oh. Yes, I know it's a major choice. Go ahead.
Drummer's turned. Ready back up.
Yeah, no, I probably just made my life harder, but whatever.
Drama, I need help.
Virgil! Virgil, open the door!
Captain, you're alive?
I hooked him up to the other dock. He seems stable, but he needs attention.
We should check his vitals then.
What's wrong?
They're gonna take me away. The pirates, they'll turn me over to the UNN or the OPA. Once they take the ship, they'll...
If they take the ship. We can fight them off, but we need
Oh, you were a pirate.
the OPA. Why would they want you?
The OPA has a standing kill order for any soldier that was present on...
Anderson Station.
I understand your anger.
Do you?
Okay.
You were at Anderson fucking Station! You were a soldier in the greatest massacre in the history of the belt, and you hid it from me! Gah! Give me one reason I shouldn't leave you here to fend for yourself!
You should. You need to help the rest of your crew, and I'm no use to you like this. Leave me.
I don't have time for this. But I don't think I can make it through this without you either.
You're gonna stay. Well, I just want him to do his job. I guess stay with him. Yeah, just help do your job as a doctor and fit to do. Whatever.
All that matters is getting through this attack. And I need my medic for that. If you had a patient who was panicking, what would you do to help them?
I'd recommend some deep breaths. Maybe brew some tea. But deep breaths to start, I suppose.
Okay, breathing
What else?
exercises.
I'd speak softly, use a non-judgmental tone, and try to project an attitude of safety and security.
Okay. Things are bad, but we've seen worse. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Virgil, the situation is bad. But we've already been through worse. And survived. And we're going to get through this. I'm going to help you. And then you're going to help me.
Yes, Captain.
Okay. What would you do next?
Well, first, I'd assess the patient's fears, try to get to the heart of what's keeping them in an agitated state.
Is it a little weird that we have to be doing this right now? The patient is like right there and needs help right now, and yet we gotta take time off to clear up Virgil's panic attack here.
You're afraid of being captured and interrogated, of revealing who you are to the OPA.
Yes.
It just feels a little out of place.
Is that all?
Well, this ship is my home. Whatever happens to me, I suppose I'm ashamed and afraid to lose who I've become.
What next?
I don't know if Kameen is the best person to do this.
Often it helps to introduce favorable outcomes, to concretize obtainable
So
constructive
think
force.
positively.
In
Jeez.
short, yes.
You can keep being our medic. I think that sounds good.
Once we are through with this, you can go back to being a medic. Your past will stay between us. You can keep living in the belt.
You'd let me remain a medic after...
You're not just our medic. You're the one who makes kibble for the rest of us. You take care of the crew, Virgil. Help me save them, and you can keep doing it.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your help more than I can say. I'll retrieve my hand terminal.
Oh, I got an achievement for that. I overcame his panic attack successfully. Okay.
Anderson Station.
We don't have time.
I know, but please, you must understand. I never raised my gun. I was there to treat the injured soldiers. I wanted to. There was nothing I could do for the civilians.
I know.
You don't. I'm sure you cannot understand the base cowardice of someone who merely follows orders. Regardless of what happens to us, I must know. Can you ever forgive me?
My answers are no and not planning to give. I'm just gonna go with not planning to give. That sounds fair.
I know what it's like to be manipulated into doing something terrible by someone you trust. But forgiveness isn't mine to give.
What can I do?
You already left the UNN. You came to the Belt, where you knew you'd still be in danger. You wanted to find a home. And you found one. Now you must fight for it. You still have work to do here.
Thank you, Captain. I'll check on the patient and be ready for whatever happens next.
Khan? Are you okay? Looks like she handled it.
Took you long enough.
I blew my cover. They're sending another boarding party.
Almost here.
You're hurt.
I'm ecstatic. You sent more pirates to kill. Drummer. You shouldn't have.
They'll send more this time. Good thing we already have a plan for pirate attacks.
Fuck yes.
Don't miss your shot. Don't shoot. I surrender.
Thought you could double-cross us, eh, drummer? Take us to the core. Now.
Of course. I know right where it's hidden. There are no secrets on board the Artemis.
Ah! Eat shit, cunt fuckers!
Hey. You're giving me the rifle. She can crush a man's throat with that iron grip.
Captain! Are there any injuries?
Oh, great. Dr. Dipshit's here. Take my gun, just finish me off quickly.
Enough. I'm an excellent doctor. I've saved hundreds of lives, and you may be the most infuriating of them all, but I'll save you too, damn it. Now sit down. or I'll tie you down.
Well, damn. I didn't think I could be any more turned on after killing those pirates. But here we are.
I'm going to the cargo bay. Be ready to evacuate at any moment.
Arlen is in the cargo bay with the MK core.
Okay, I'll go through the floor patch.
Firing at the Artemis was risky, but I knew the crew.
Oh, these are
would
whole
handle it.
patches. That's what
They didn't let me down. If we survive this, Khan is going to kill me for what I did to the ship. Rayan is tougher than he looks. He'll be alright. Minor vertebral fracture. Good thing we got you to Virgil. Ray, I'm heading to the cargo bay to deal with your brother. Do not try to stop me.
Not really an option this time. Just... he's still about to load us, yeah?
No. Not anymore. Virgil stepped up in the end. I'm glad.
Nice music playing.
Arlen's reign as captain seems to be going just as well as expected.
Yes. He had to assert his authority. Now he took over the ship. Oh hey, the cable's floating.
The attack must have come during dinner. Thankfully, people made it to their stations in time. Rayan, Khan, and Virgil all made it through this. Time to make Arlen pay.
We'll stick him in the recycler.
Arlen is trying to save his own skin. Not if I can help it.
Yeah, Arlen's gonna betray the entire crew. Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice everybody else on the ship. All the more reason that he's gonna get spaced at the end of this.
Arlen's going to pay for what he did to Maya. We're a long way from the series docks, but I need all the luck I can get. Kept me alive so far.
I'm sure it'll stop one bullet. We hide it inside our suit in just the right spot. It'll block a bullet to the heart. I like how she's being smart and not using her mag boots, because that would make noise. Don't you do anything, Cox. Don't you do anything dumb. Your life's on the line, too. He's gonna see us in the reflection of his helmet. Or we can just peer our gun power up.
Came to shoot me in the back? Eh, drama?
Why are we throwing the gun away? I'd say you earned it.
It's better than a Pashangwala like you deserves.
Still thinking you're better than me.
Why did we throw the gun away?
That's your problem. That's why you lose. You turn your back on me and Baratna. Just like you turn your back on DOS and the OPA.
Yes, some people call me a traitor. But you were never even wanted. I gave you a chance, just like the OPA did, but you were too stupid and too crazy.
Enough.
What is the plan here? Are we just gonna punch him?
Now, we're fucking even now, got it? Now finish up with him and let's get the hell out of here, Captain.
She was more of a belter than you'll ever be. She didn't have to Die! Why?
Trouble with your crew, Captain.
I have the MK core. Put a bullet in this bitch's head and we can split the profit.
Okay, that takes care of that.
I wonder, Kamina Drummer, do you believe in grace? I do. It's what sustained me in that wretched cave the Inyas locked me in. It's what binds me and my crew together as family. And this one, at this moment, gives me pause from killing you. When a weaker, pettier person will savor the opportunity. But grace must be earned. Convince me your life matters, and I will let you live.
The plot demands it.
I fight for the people of the belt.
Why?
Because it's what's right. Because it's what keeps me from going Big Pigal. My anger either pushes me or pulls me apart. Without something to fight for, I am nothing.
Don't you see how we're meant to be together? Kindred spirits. Two bodies in the same orbit. Finally we meet and you want to squander it all? How much time have you wasted serving inadequate men? Or trying to fight every battle by yourself? Circumstances set us against each other. But we are not victim to circumstance. Even now, after all the blood between us, we can seize this chance to build a new future together. You want to serve the belt? With our money, we can build a fleet to fight the Inyas, put bounties on their heads, and make sure they never touch us. Our buyer will make us wealthy enough that we can build our own system if we want, and make sure we are always protected.
Who is your buyer?
It's a private company.
There are no private companies in the belt. Is it Checkman? Royal Charter?
It doesn't matter. One rich J-Meng or another. They're all the same. What matters is what we do with it.
Both of these options are basically blowing her off. Whatever.
You think you can trust the Inners? That they will hand you money and leave you alone? You're insane.
And you're a fool with no vision. Pity.
Captain Drummer. Drummer, this is Julie Mao. You've held up your end of the bargain, and now I've held up mine. All the pirates on board the Europa Spain are dead.
No!
Yeah, look, this is an open broadcast, so I don't know if you're hearing me or who else is.
Everybody's hearing it.
But your crew is on board, and I have the Artemis on target lock. If I don't receive a response from you soon, I will assume the ship has gone hostile and blow it to shit. Good luck.
I'd offer you everything.
You have nothing to offer me. I fight for the belt. Ready torpedoes!
See, I'm the one with the helmet in the airlock. Enjoy the nice, fresh, cold air.
Fire!
Emptiness.
Captain Drummer.
You know, she could have very easily gotten killed by shrapnel.
I'm here. I'm on the hull.
She's alive! I told you she'd make it. Stay right there. I'll be out to assist you. You're safe now, Captain.
Just open the airlock and let her in.
Nearing Ceres Station, Captain. Are you sure we're cleared for approach?
We're clear. Dawes controls the docks, and he's decided to lift the bounty on me and play nice. For now, at least.
Captain Drummer. Drummer. We're almost there. Which means it's almost too late.
I know.
Did you at least listen to the message?
No need. I know my answer.
Look, I'm heading to Ceres because that's where my contacts are. And it's where a girl with some basic wrenching skills can do a little good. What's there for you anymore?
Same as you. It's where I'm needed.
I know fuck all about the belt. But I do know the difference between a foot soldier and a leader. Just hear him out. You never know, right?
Drummer.
Frank Johnson.
This is Fred Johnson.
Yeah, Fred Johnson.
I believe the last time we met, you were holding a gun to my head. But what's past is past. I think you'd agree. I understand you are returning to Ceres. I am calling to offer you an alternative. I do not claim to speak for the belt. Any person who would do so is as foolish as they are dangerous. The belt is a fractious, toilsome tinderbox, a graveyard of ideals and ambition. It is also, I believe, the last great hope for humankind. The Inners have forgotten how to build. Their focus is on killing each other and controlling Belters. I know this firsthand. But Belters are builders. We forge new worlds out of rock and metal. It doesn't matter where we came from or the demons in our past. It only matters what we can contribute right now. I know that you have suffered and lost, and that through it all, you never forgot what you were fighting for. That is why I need you here on Tycho as my partner for a new OPA. Come speak with me. See what I am building. You have much to contribute, drummer. Don't let it be wasted.
Damn it. Change coordinates. We're making a stop at Tycho Station.
Of course, Captain. May I ask, what is on Tycho?
The plot. The plot continues on Tycho.
Let's find out.
Okay. Khan's Revenge. We kept Khan alive and something else. Oh, we got all the dad logs. Okay, and all the episodes, okay. Didn't save everybody. I did read up that it is possible to save Maya if you do everything right with the brothers. And then she will not be thrown in the airlock. Or the other guy will actually agree to fight back against his brother, and actually that'll change things up somehow. So I guess it probably would be worth a replay just to see what happens. Because I imagine that probably would change up how things would progress. And the motivations for Drummer later on. So. But yeah. Oh, that was actually a pretty short episode. That was only about a little over half an hour. So pretty short conclusion. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I thought it was pretty good. This is definitely one of the better Telltale games. Alright, well, oh, look at the cast list here. Just pay attention. I actually looked this up. They actually managed to bring back quite a lot of the original cast from the show. The only real exception is that they couldn't bring back Dawes. Dawes' original actor. Because he's like a really big name actor now. But they actually got everybody else who has their roles in this. So Julie Mao, Anderson, I think there was a couple other people. Jules Pierre Mao apparently had. His voice was in one of the audio logs. I think in the previous episode, I think. But yeah, I'm surprised they actually brought back that many actors for this. I was a little surprised by that. So yeah, but that's a good thing. You know, it keeps the thing it keeps the story consistent with the show, and this leads into how Drummer got her position at Tycho under Anderson. So it does that kind of natural. So I suppose this is supposed to be canon to the overall storyline. Because that was something I was kind of wondering in the back of my mind. Is this just like its own thing, or is it supposed to be canon with the rest of the storyline? And it seems like it's supposed to be canon. I did also read up that the MK core apparently is proto-molecule stuff. Proto-molecule is kind of a big thing in the show. It's the magic substance that makes all magical things happen in the show. But apparently, I don't understand. I think Jules Pierre Mao was trying to buy it. I think he was the buyer they were talking about here, because his company is the one who's researching proto-molecule. So I guess they're trying to find samples of it. And this was probably just, they were trying to secure this sample for some reason. So, and again, that leads into stuff that happens in the show. So, Again, if you never watched the show, I highly recommend it. It's a good show. It's a very good science fiction show. Go watch it. Okay, but the game itself. I should talk about things I like. I think the story was pretty good. Characterization was alright. I think the graphics look pretty good. I think it does what it needs to do visually. I think it does it pretty well. So I barely noticed any issues with the graphics while I was playing. There might have been like a little bit of like depth of field issuing around the hair around Kamina. I noticed a couple times, but that was really kind of the extent of it. I do still wish there was an option to turn off depth of field, because usually that's a nice option to have in games, but we can't do that for some reason. So I was like, How was this filmed in Colorado? It's a video game. I don't understand that. Oh wait, I gotta mute. Mute. Okay. Most people choose to save Rayan because most people are not gonna be assholes. 14% of you players are dicks. Anyway. Most people saved Virgil and kept him from panicking. Okay. Most people calmed him down. Most people forgave him. Nobody had Terminal tell Virgil she couldn't forgive him. I guess you all went with the it's not mine to give option. Nobody chose the no option, apparently. Nobody did. Tor. Oh, it was Khan that killed Tor. I was wondering who died on the bridge, because I thought Tor escaped back to the pod. So I didn't realize that he went to the bridge. Okay, that took care of that character. So German helped kill the boarding party. Or the pirates never sent a boarding party. I guess that's if you decide to side with the pirates completely. Arlen, oh, so he dies either way. Either Toussaint kills him or Rain kills him. I wonder how that works out. My drummer matters. Most people chose Maya. Justice. I want the belt because, you know, Kamina's a very pro-belt person. Drummer had to face the pirates unarmed. Found a shotgun. We didn't find a shotgun. I don't know where the shotgun was, or how that even played into things. Alright, but going back over the summary of the game here. I think the audio is pretty good. I do wish the copyright thing would be fixed. Like, how long has this game been out? And nobody else has run into that problem except me. I'm frankly shocked by that. I think the gameplay is pretty good. Now, I don't have a lot to compare this against. Except, you know, recently Star Trek Resurgence, which I played like a couple months ago. I gotta say, I think this is better than Star Trek Resurgence, even though I love Star Trek. And I think that game is probably one of the best Star Trek games you can find out there right now. This has a level of quality that is just better than that. And they don't have the freaking mouse deceleration issues that drove me crazy in that game. This doesn't have that. Thank God it doesn't have that. The most you have to do is just a few little QTEs with the mouse buttons, and maybe press a key on the keyboard every now and then. That was kind of the extent of the QTEs here, so. And even a few times I got the QTEs kind of wrong, and pressed the wrong button on the mouse, and the game was very forgiving and let me, you know, make sure I pressed the correct button to advance the story instead of dying right away. So, I am a little thankful for that. Now, some people might find that too easy. I understand that. I don't know if there's a way. I didn't show up the accessibility options here, but just to show you here, there are some pretty decent accessibility options here. You can have a long timer, infinite timer for the QTEs if you want for some reason, but I went with a default. I think default was enough, but if you have like slower reactions, you know, you can extend the duration of that, so that's great to have that option. So, brightness warning, volume warning, color filter options. So again, always nice to have these options, or you know, other people. So they have that, which is good. I don't think there's any other options to change the difficulty or anything like that. I guess, yeah, there's no way to really make it harder than it is. So, but yeah, this is not a difficult game. This is not the type of game you play for a challenge. It's a story game. That's it. So gameplay is minimal, story high, gameplay minimal. That's what this type of game is. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It's definitely worth a replay, because I want to see what the different actions. I want to see what happens if you save Maya, because I think that's going to change things going down the line. If the writing is put together well, then yes, it probably will. But I'd be interested to see what happens if it's happened to save Maya. So, overall, okay. So here's the thing. I would be willing to give this a 9 out of 10. But the fact that there's such an egregious copyright problem issue in this game that has still not been resolved, I really do have to ding it for that. So I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10 on this. You know, the Telltale developers, you know, wake the fuck up and like, hold on, why did we let this slip past us? And fix this, then fine, I'll bump it up to a 9 out of 10. But this game's been out since at least last year, I know. And nobody has noticed this except me. That can't be right. I actually researched and looked on forums and Reddit and stuff to see if anybody else noticed this problem. Nobody has mentioned a damn thing about this. I'm shocked, really. But anyway, 8 out of 10. So anyway, let's say we look at Archangel and see what that's about. Can we make sure I turn the game audio back on again here. So are we ready to listen to Shorey, what's her name, talk like an angry sailor? That's how she talks in the show. I can't do her voice. She has a very distinctive voice. She played one of the Korean commanders in Mass Effect, if you didn't know that. I don't remember the exact name. But if you played Mass Effect, you've already heard her voice before. Anyway, let's do Archangel. I guess we're starting a different save slot.
And in politics, the Secretary General and other high-ranking UN administrators are on Luna for a security summit. We await the official briefing later tonight. Deputy Undersecretary Chrisjen Avasarala has been sequestered to an undisclosed Earth location for emergency government operations.
Archangel is arriving. Stand by for resume post. Ma'am, if you need anything at all, you can use it.
Nope.
So this is the Secretary General's hideaway. Not bad for a coffin. Nishan, where the fuck are you?
Good morning, Madam Deputy Undersecretary. How was your trip in?
You mean my descent? I'm being guarded like a fucking war prisoner. What do you think?
Was it another assassination plot?
Could be any damn thing. With everyone on Luna for the summit, I am suddenly the highest ranked official on the planet.
Congratulations.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I was the only one expendable enough to remain on Earth. Where is your voice coming from, anyway? I don't see a comms link. What in the flying fuck?
Apologies for the dramatic reveal. I know how you dislike me pinging your terminal all day. This seemed to be a workable solution. I also took the liberty of having security bring down some of your personal items.
Jesus. How long do you think I'll be down here? Okay, messages.
And Admiral Kruzko has sent an urgent message about a situation near Juno. And Undersecretary Mendez is still hounding you about the reorganization plan.
That's all?
No, there's also a message from Callisto.
Are you sure?
Yes, it reached your receiver about 45 minutes ago. I forwarded it to your hand terminal.
Okay, go back to your dock. Let me get to work.
Let's see. What do we do? Review messages and terminal. Oh, you're giving me a puzzle? Sabotage connect profiles of the key. Oh. Have I ever expressed my disdain for slide puzzles? I didn't think I'd have to be doing this. There we go. Alright.
I leave this here until I know what it opens. It's been a long time since Charlotte called.
Hi, Mom. It's me. They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey. Haven't heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who were caught in the crossfire. I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is. To me. Anyway, I love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers. Talk soon.
Stupid boy. This is no time for romance. Sweet child, the United Nations did not send you all the way across the solar system to get laid. We love to hear from you.
Why not have it be a side effect of going
It's
that
on your
way?
health and safety, not on your damn love life. Listen to me, because I won't say it again. Go to the nearest medical clinic and get tested. The full STD panel. Those outer planet whores are the worst in the system. If discretion,
Yeah, they carry
forward the bill,
space
and let this be the last
diseases.
speak of it. Now go.
Space transmitted disease.
You should be doing.
Get checked.
And be safe, my sweet boy. Make us proud. Some fucking admiral and that Torque Mendes. That's the agenda.
Chrisjen, I hear you're working out of the bunker today. Is it as ostentatious as everyone says?
Only thing missing is a chandelier. I hear you were looking for me.
Ah, yes. Listen, your role as Undersecretary of Peace Operations is invaluable, of course.
And yet?
And yet, the Belter threat calls for greater scrutiny. It should be the work of a committee, one that I'm shocked hasn't formed earlier. Anyway, the Security Council is planning a vote on the issue.
What issue? The issue of whether to strip me of my powers and throw the belt into chaos?
I know big changes can be challenging, especially when you've been in the UN for so long. But this is a move to protect our people.
Of course. But I can't help but wonder who will be in charge of this new committee.
Well, that's for the Security Council to decide. My name has been put forward, but listen, maintaining peace in the belt is more than one person can accomplish. Everyone is finally acknowledging all the work you do.
By taking my job?
Oh, don't think of it that way. If you excuse me, I've got another call. Always a pleasure.
Undersecretary Avasarala. With Fleet Admiral Hold indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all matters in the belt, regardless of urgency or severity. Seeing as you are a civilian administrator, I urge you to trust your military officers to make the right decisions. I eagerly await your response, but I must warn you, if we do not receive orders soon, we will be forced to engage. Admiral Krusko, out.
Civilian administrator, my ass. Brass prick. This Krusko seems damn sure of himself. That makes me even less confident of his assessment. I better look into it myself before responding. I leave this here until I know what it opens.
Begin with mission. Is this at the same
Hi,
room
Mom.
again?
It's me. They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey. Haven't heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who are caught in the crossfire. I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is. To me. Anyway, I love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers. Talk soon.
I think that was the same message as before. Okay, so am I just gonna be sitting at the desk doing stuff?
Under Secretary Avasarala, with Fleet Admiral Hold indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed.
Yeah, that's just the same message. What am I supposed to do? Can I get out of the chair? What does the game want me to do? Gather intel at the star map. Oh, okay. Well, if I can get... Oh, there we go. That's how I get out of the chair. I'm like, why am I stuck in the chair? There we go. Alright.
Once I've finished my work, this will serve nicely for a wind down. So this is where our discretionary funds have gone. To feather an underground nest. The bubblehead himself. They really captured the insecure look in his eyes. You can almost believe that you're not hundreds of meters underground. Almost.
Almost. So wait, is she like in a bunker? And this is just a projection? I guess.
I may not be certain of a higher power, but sometimes it's nice to share all this shit with somebody else.
We get an achievement for practicing meditation. Okay. Achievement get. Okay, that's enough. Again, it's another situation where the game doesn't really doesn't have an ending, it just keeps going. Alright, we're gonna stop that.
I never thought I'd miss the real nation, but this little gadget creeps me out. Tell me about that shit-eating admiral.
I have his file here, but something is off. Gaps in command, sealed records.
So Cusco has powerful friends who like to cover up his mistakes. No wonder he's not afraid of me.
Let me do some digging. It might be nothing, but it couldn't hurt.
I'm going to need everything you have on Mendez.
Frankly, he's a pretty open book. Son of diplomats, top of his class at the UNS, spotless record.
He may be young and shiny, but I have seen his kind before. Small dicks, big ambitions.
Massive ambitions, if he's facing off against you.
I have something special for you to work on.
Of course. What do you need?
My son is in contact with a girl on Ganymede. Maria Sparrow.
Is she a UN official? A Martian diplomat?
She's a Telltale activist.
Oh.
I know the basics. Enough for me to wholeheartedly disapprove of her. But this girl could be using my son for his UN access, or trying to recruit him.
I see, Madam Undersecretary. I'll make the appropriate inquiries.
If only everything was as straightforward as chess. In politics, the rules are always changing.
Good morning, my love. You look absolutely ravishing. It's true I cannot see you, but I've learned that it's safer to assume. If I was with you, I wouldn't be able to stop from sweeping you into my arms and carrying you away. But alas, I'm not, and will have to settle for your bishop. Your move, darling.
My dear Arjun.
She would go on the attack.
Learned nothing? I'm always playing a different game than you expect. Ask your king what I mean. I would much rather play a very different game. Sadly, I have been locked in a bunker by some idiot bureaucrats. But when I return home, you should block out your schedule.
Okay. Chess has been played.
Dear God, what a waste of water.
Yeah.
I should put up the reports on Juno and Ramses too. As if Earth weren't big enough to worry about.
Oh, we can take a look at the entire system from here. Information. Earth. Which is where you are right now.
%. Why not just ask for a pony in every household? Useless posturing. If only meteors would silence some of the blowhards in the UN. Why not? If someone offers you a favor, it's best to take advantage. Cloaking their military overreach in promises of protection. A classic Martian trick. The belt, aka my never-ending headache. One can only imagine what we could have done with all that wasted Mormon money. A known opiate terrorist meeting with Martian agents. This could be interesting. Martians are brash, but a move like this requires serious balls. I don't like it.
Why would they enter a heavily guarded demilitarized zone with a single warship? It doesn't add up.
Interesting. There have been no transmissions between the Martians on Juno and the Ramses II.
So it's either a rogue ship or meant to look like one.
Based on the velocity, the Ramses doesn't appear to be any immediate threat to Juno.
All the more reason to keep assessing and avoid making a mistake, right?
We keep pushing farther and farther out. God knows why. I hope these fools realize that black markets are to be managed, not eliminated. In a perfect world, everybody gets what they need. But the belt is far from perfect. What a mess. I pray Charnapol isn't the one who has to clean it up.
This is too close to that statue.
My father is a statue. Nishan thought of everything. Sitting at the Secretary General's desk. Once a dream, now a goddamn headache. Sitting at the Secretary General's desk. Once a dream, now a goddamn headache. I leave this here until I know what it opens. Admiral Crusoe.
Well, it's like we were gonna tell him to attack or wait. I think we'll just go with the diplomatic option. Because as we saw in the thing, it's like, it doesn't seem like the Ramsey 2 is a threat. In the way it's positioned or where it's going, so let's just assume it is not a threat for the moment.
The Jupiter fleet is under your command, and I have no intention of disputing your authority. However, I have reviewed the logs for the Ramses 2, and I see no direct threat to Juno Station or the Jupiter fleet. Whatever the Martians are doing with that ship, it remains a mystery. One I intend to solve.
Okay. Make a drink at the bar. Time to get wasted.
Am I ready to unwind?
I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Mars, Earth, the belt. Your own damn children. It's all too much to control.
Oh.
Shit.
The fun's over. Somebody turn the backup generator on.
Madam Deputy Undersecretary, I received a new update from the Director of Operations. Stand by.
The time window for restoration of services has been extended indefinitely. Thank you.
Does the Director of Operations happen to report to Undersecretary Mendez?
Yes, D.O. Tanaka is a direct report.
This is no accident. Mendez is trying to block me out of the vote.
Forgive me, Madam Deputy, but isn't that a little paranoid?
His attempt to reorganize the Security Council would leave me powerless. He will stop at nothing to make it happen.
Whatever's causing it, we won't get much done without power.
You underestimate me, Nishan. My electrical engineering degree wasn't just for show.
It's an electrical puzzle.
If this gets out, I'll have your testicles as paperweights.
Understood, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
I learned a few things besides networking at Kano Polytech. Let's hope I remembered them.
So, 1, 2, connect. Okay, I see what I'm trying to do. Didn't that work? Oh, I'm not connecting up. I want to go. Alright. There we go. And down. 2, 3 left. Hey, power's been restored.
Well done, Madam Undersecretary.
What can I say? I live to impress you, Nishan. We have power again, but it's limited. Any news from the outside world?
The Security Council vote will proceed as planned, but you are scheduled to address the delegates first. The Ramses 2 is still off course near Juno, and the intervention window is closing. You've received another message from Admiral Kruzko, and you should be able to contact him again.
That won't mean shit if I can't make him listen. Did you find any dirt on him?
I'm afraid not. Of course, if the Secretary General weren't indisposed, he might share whatever unsealed files he might have.
He's safe. I like this dark side of you, Nishan.
I learned from the best, Madam Undersecretary.
My darling, while I would gladly carve up my schedule for you, it sounds like you might not be home anytime soon. I'm not surprised that foolish men think that they can control you, and I pity them greatly. I just heard from Shanapal. All things considered, he's faring well. I credit your fighting spirit, which I trust won't be too wounded by the loss of this pawn.
Faring well? Have you heard what your son is doing on Callisto? I must admit, of all the disasters I am dealing with, it is our son that worries me most. All the time we spent raising him, and what does he do? Falls in love on a rock in the middle of space. Talk to him, Arjun. If you can't change his mind, no one can.
Check the safe. Alright.
What's the point of sitting in for the Secretary General if I don't get to break into his safe? This needs a key. I should search his desk.
Ah, just the key.
What's the point of sitting in for the Secretary General if I don't get to break into his safe?
Oh.
Go back to your base and face the wall. It's called plausible deniability, for fuck's sake.
Deniability of what?
Good draw.
Deep cover agents. Okay. Ah, he was doing drugs. Doing drugs with the women. Yeah, sounds like the dude is enjoying his leisure time a little too aggressively.
It's almost optimistic to think we could fuck up this planet more than we already have. If we were wasting our time planning for alien contact, at least we are being honest about
Step 1, find God. Which, to be fair, that again, spoilers for show. There are some people that end up following that protocol. Ends up communication, which is a thing that ends up happening in the show. That's exactly what ends up happening. I'm not gonna say whether it succeeds or not. I'll leave you to watch the show. So I guess that's kind of it. All right. Meditate. Oh, it's an option. Optional objective. Meditate.
Protect my husband, who I need far more than I want him to know.
We'll pray for the bunker.
Give me the strength not to strangle that infuriating private, or the strength to do it. Either way. Get Crusoe to listen to reason. Give him enough wisdom, or enough fear of what I'll do to him.
Hi, Mom. It's me again. 2 messages in one day. Must be a new record, right? So, we're gearing up for a mission. I don't know where yet. I never do, but I wanted to reach out. What you said about Marie, that was pretty low. Even for you. She's important to me, Mom. You both are. That's why I want to be honest about my feelings. Just don't push me away, okay? Call me back when you get a chance. I'd love to hear from you before we deploy.
Sweet boy, you must stay safe and return to us soon. You have an important job to do, and I trust you to do it well. However, I may have spoken too harshly about your infatuation with this Marie. She cannot be all bad if you like her. But keep your head in the here and now. The belt is a dangerous place, and you can never let your guard down. In that way, it's like politics. I love you desperately, and I pray I will see your face again soon. Semper Fi, my sweet boy.
Hi, Mom. It's me again.
Oh, not him again.
2 messages in one.
Dang it. Wrong person. Sorry.
Chrisjen, I was just about to call you. The council has set the date for the reorganization vote. It's today, in full assembly.
And I don't suppose you'd consider postponement for the council member who's working from a hole in the ground.
Oh, believe me, I asked, begged even. But there's too much momentum.
You're looking at this all wrong. Vote against this motion with me, and we can secure the belt without all the red tape of a committee.
While I'd never bet against your persuasive talents, I have a meeting to run to. I'll just have to go with my gut on this vote.
Jeffrey, I like you. You're ambitious, and you have balls. That's why I am telling you to cancel the vote. You don't want to go up against me.
Chrisjen, you are an inspiration. I've looked up to you for, well, my whole career. But this motion is moving forward, and last I counted, you were 3 votes short.
Cocksucker.
I've populated your screen with 5 delegates whose votes may be winnable. You should call them and see where they stand.
Very good.
Good. And I'll do a Cusco last.
This is Deputy Governor Dunning.
Natalie is Chrisjen.
I should have known.
How are you, my friend? And what about your husband and those delightful children?
Chris, if I thought you gave a shit about my family, we'd both be in a different line of work. Now, what do you need?
It's the Security Council vote. Can I count on you to reject the reorganization under Mendes?
I like you, Chris. But not enough for charity.
Meaning?
Shepherd Complex has a faulty filtration system, and it needs updating. But the funds are never there. See that Shepherd gets its new water tower, and I'll support you.
I'll see what I can do.
You're Chrisjen Avasarala. I expect a lot more than that.
Mm-hmm. Notes they need a water tower.
Well, this is a surprise. To what do I owe the honor?
This is about the vote to reorganize the Security Council.
Ah, I see. Well, Jeffrey Mendez is a spiteful worm, and any motion he champions is certainly one I will vote against.
So I have your support?
If you make me one promise.
I will do whatever it takes. I give you my word.
Ah, be careful, Madam Undersecretary. That's a dangerous thing to say in our line of work.
For some, but not for me.
As of now, I will vote with you against the reorganization. However, whatever happens in negotiations, you cannot raise taxes. If you plan a tax hike of any kind, you will be calling Mendez Sir before the week is out. Do you understand?
No one wants that.
More powerful Jeffrey Mendez is something nobody wants.
True, but power abhors a vacuum. If Mendez is stopped, who will step in to take his place? You?
I understand the situation, and I will make this work.
I appreciate the call, Madam Undersecretary. Good luck.
No tax increases.
Avasarala.
Okoro, I've heard that you're undecided on the security reorganization.
Only because I need to show up here eventually.
I know we've had our disagreements in the past, but your support in this vote is crucial.
How crucial?
Enough for me to be here kissing your ass, when I should be in New York getting a manicure.
So I can give you the vote, but I'll need something in return.
Don't keep me in suspense.
We're getting a lot of flack from the wealthier tiers of the Earth admin zones. Too many private regulations over spaceport licensing.
You're joking.
They want the UN Accountability Office to deregulate private spaceports, and they're fine with higher taxes if that's what gets it done.
Very well. I will get back to you.
I'm sure you will, but only when your back's against the wall.
Does she think I do this to make friends?
You regulate the private spaceports, which might need higher taxes. I already promised one dude I wasn't gonna raise taxes. Alright, what's this last guy want?
Is this for real? Chrisjen Avasarala. It's been a long time.
Elena, it's been a few years.
Years? Come on. You remember the last time we saw each other.
Of course, that was a wonderful day we had together.
At the ambassador's funeral?
Fuck.
It had its moments, I guess, but wonderful. You've always been a funny one, Chrisjen.
Listen, I need a favor.
Let me guess. Menda's security plan?
How did you know?
Singh warned me you'd be calling. But I understand why you're concerned. Any idiot can see what Mendez is trying to pull.
Can I count on you?
You may. But only if the proposed water tower in Shepherd Complex never moves forward.
Oh, you're not a supporter of the project?
I'm not a supporter of handing Dunning another fucking victory to pad her resume for committee assignments.
I see.
I knew you would. Gotta run. Good luck today, Chrisjen.
Alright, so what do we got here? He wants a water tower. She does not want a water tower. He does not want taxes to increase. She wants to deregulate private spaceports. And somehow that would mean higher taxes? I don't quite get that. Oh wait, there's one more person. Okay. Okay, what do you want?
What can I do for you, Madam Undersecretary?
I'm coming to you for help with the Security Council's reorganization proposal.
Oh, that? I'm afraid the belt's security status doesn't affect the People's Party's platform. Not directly, anyway.
Then I would like to ask for your vote.
And incur the wrath of Jeffrey Mendez? I don't know how I feel about that.
Who's to say that Mendez won't come for you next?
Why would he? The party has no quarrel with him. Listen, I want to help. But I have my own issue that I could use your support with.
Naturally.
The private spaceports of the wealthy are draining resources and crowding public lands. Now some delegates are attempting to remove the limited regulatory oversight we have.
Spaceport regulations. That's your issue?
That, and raising taxes, of course. The people have spoken.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Weiss.
Anytime. We appreciate your support.
I've captured the findings from your conversations with the delegates. You can review and prepare your policy decisions when ready.
Very good. I'll meet you at your station.
Let's do a little Cusco now. Well,
Undersecretary, this is Admiral Cruzco. I'm afraid the situation near Juno has reached its inflection point. The Martians are now openly flouting system law, and this act cannot go unanswered. I understand your desire for caution in your temporary position. But that is no excuse for indecision. No orders have been issued, but I cannot guarantee the obedience of my captains. They understand that lives are at stake, and they are only human. I implore you to transmit orders as soon as possible. Cruzco, signing off.
This asshole won't respect me unless I make him. Admiral Cruzco, here are your orders. You will remain in place. You will not intercept the MCR in Ramses 2. Understand, this is not a request, and I owe you no explanation. I've also been reviewing your sealed personal file. It reads like a fucking tabloid. Sex, nepotism, cover-ups. It would only take one word from me to have it unsealed and all over the news tonight. I will await your confirmation of these orders.
Okay. Voting session. That is here.
Let's figure out which policies I support to get the vote locked in.
I have the summary for you to review.
Okay, one wants to deregulate. One doesn't want any tax increases. One wants a water tower, which might require raising taxes. One does not want to deregulate the spaceport, but wants to raise taxes. One does not want a water tower. Is this what politics are like? Well, okay, let me think here. I can vote to deregulate the spaceports. That'll get me 1 vote. Don't increase taxes. That'll be 2 votes. And no new water tower. That's 3 votes. So it kind of seems like the ones that would conflict the most are Dunning and Weiss. Because Okoro, Singh, and Matterson are all single issue things that don't really conflict with one another. So that would be 3 right there. Oh, it did. Okay, so yes to deregulate. No taxes, no water tower. No water tower.
Masterson's vote. And she's not wrong about the water tower. It will have to wait.
Sounds good.
I'm terrible at remembering, so yes to deregulate, no, no, and yes. Okay. Yes to regulate the spaceports. Wait a minute. A yes to deregulate. Okay. Or deregulation.
Let's give Earth rich idiots even less oversight. Yes on deregulation.
Understood.
And we will be against raising taxes.
Singh is a single issue voter. No new taxes.
Got it.
I think it was just 3 votes I needed.
Let me double check these tallies.
Get the vote soup. Okay, yeah. Okay. Achievement get.
I'll send along your policy commitments to the 5 delegates.
Thank fuck. Of course, none of that will matter if I'm not there to cast a deciding vote.
I've requested a postponement to the session. In lieu of that, you can always connect in remotely, now that the power's restored.
I'm not banking on it. Keep pressing them.
Time to get wasted again.
Am I ready for a break? Or is there more to do?
No, there's nothing to do. Drink. Drink your worries away.
Madam Undersecretary, full power has been restored to the compound.
That's the good news.
But the Security Council still hasn't responded to our request to postpone the vote.
No matter. So long as the trains are running, I will be there to see the look on Amanda's face when I end this farce.
Very good. I'll prepare for your imminent arrival. When you're ready.
Security
What
breach.
now?
Security breach.
Lockdown protocols, Archangel. Move! 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 Ma'am, this is Private Sharp.
I know who the fuck this is. Who the fuck else locked me in this prison?
It was for your own safety. There's been a security breach in the compound, ma'am.
I understand you're only doing your job, Private, but you're being manipulated. There is no security breach.
I don't know anything about it, ma'am. Just following orders. We're conducting our sweep now, and we will have the site secure as soon as possible.
I can't wait for soon. The vote is happening now. That's the whole point of all this. Sharp, this is your last chance. Obey my orders and let me out of here now, or deal with the consequences.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. The consequences are immaterial. I have my orders and must see them through.
Yes, motherfucking soldier you are. Dismissed, Private.
Can they not do a remote vote? Just pass her through to in here.
At least my prison can smell nice.
Get out of the safe room.
To personalize the
Oh, meditate. You gotta meditate again.
It scares me. Give me the strength to break down that goddamn door and get to that vote in time. Give me the self-control not to murder that fucking Admiral or anyone else who gets in my way today. Forget about me. Just protect my son. You'll never know when you'll need to light some incense, or the occasional contraband cigarette. This might come in handy.
We'll start a fire. We'll set ourselves on fire and then he'll be forced to open the door. Oh, we know that works. You could hold the incense candle up to the smoke detector.
I guess it wouldn't be a safe room without a smoke alarm.
Whoa. Game. Oh. It's like the camera is like going behind the wall here. It's not really a glitch, it's just more like an oversight. It's not really that big a deal. I mean, normally they would just move the camera automatically in front of the door, or they'd have the two-way transparency running on the texture so you can still see through the wall, but they didn't really do that there for some reason. Alright, let's set the alarm off.
Where there's smoke, there's fire alarm. Come on. Fuck me. It's real?
But we have creepers in the air vents?
Aha!
Wait, how did...
Deputy Undersecretary, are you alright?
Nisha.
My hero, you're a drone. What can you do in here?
Nisha. My hero. My savior. My... What's wrong with your screen?
Bad connection.
Walls. I can't connect to the boat from in here.
What the fuck is your plan then?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Just blow. Blow!
Ma'am? What's happening? I'm coming in. What is this? Where's the Deputy Undersecretary?
Yeah, now you get to stay in there. Now you get to stay in there.
Enjoy the R&R, Private. You've earned it.
Ma'am, let me out.
Nishan?
Linking you into the session now.
If that's all the arguments, we will convene the vote. All those in favor.
Excuse me, counselors. I have the Deputy Undersecretary. Madam, whenever you're ready.
Counselors, I apologize for my tardiness. I have been enjoying the Secretary General's underground hospitality today. We all want to increase security in the belt, but this vote will not accomplish it. The measure is
a joke.
A farce. The belt mocks the UN for its bloated bureaucracy. Why would they respect the wishes of a committee, much less a committee of politicians? Counselors, my son is stationed on Callisto. No one wants to de-escalate tensions in the belt more than me. But this motion will only lead to more chaos.
Thank you, Madam Avasarala. We'll convene the vote then. All those in favor? All opposed? The motion has failed 67 to 66.
By one vote.
Security in the belt will remain under the jurisdiction of the Deputy Undersecretary. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
One last thing, Secretary. I would like to put on the record my personal commendation of one Private Sharp.
Whatever.
For remaining steadfast to his post in the face of tremendous obstinacy by yours truly. He's an exemplary soldier, and I see a bright future for him after today.
Your commendation has been added to the record. Meeting adjourned.
The security protocols are lifted. Ma'am.
Yeah, just like that.
I don't know what to say.
Thank God. Now, get the hell out of my office.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Your office? I rather like the sound of that.
Keep blame Trace. Broken glass there.
My dear, don't worry about Shanapal. He has found a woman who sees what a wonderful man he is. The rest will sort itself out. But it's not just our headstrong son. I can hear it in your voice. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. What else is troubling you?
Atlas had it easy. He only had one planet to worry about. Nothing is troubling me. I just fended off an attack from a power-hungry underling that would have destabilized everything I have worked to build. Just another day at the office. I tell you the rest over dinner. I could clean this up, but that would eliminate any chance of the Secretary General slipping on it and landing on his face.
Alright, we'll just leave it there.
If Nishan's smart, he'll be able to have my job before long. If he is smarter, he'll turn it down. Maybe Arjun would want to take a vacation this summer. You make this job look harder than it is. Jeffrey, what an exciting vote that was.
Indeed. How wonderful that you were able to make it after all.
I've been meaning to tell you. An ambassador position has just opened up on one of Neptune's moons. It occurs to me that someone with your ambition would be a perfect candidate.
You wouldn't actually create a brand new ambassador position just to send me to the ass end of the solar system?
Yes, you would.
You seriously underestimate how petty I can be. Enjoy the trip. I hear Titan is lovely this time of year.
Now, wait just a minute.
Madam Avasarala, I've received your message. I don't appreciate the regrettable moments of my past entering the conversation. And I urge you to remember that enemies can be made on both sides of the line. We have not engaged with the Ramses II, and I've just received word that they are beginning to course correct. I am not at all convinced that we've done the right thing, and I will be saying as much in my incident report. We have avoided an outright conflict today, but the MCRN saw us flinch. I can only hope it won't lead to further provocation. Cusco out.
Admiral Cusco, thank you for sharing the good news.
You did the right thing.
I know you didn't agree with my orders, and your loyalty in the face of adversity will be remembered. The MCRN won't be so bold as to escalate after we saw through their ruse. This was a victory, Admiral. Try to enjoy it. We get them so rarely. I'll bet nobody ever thanks you either.
Madam Undersecretary?
Yes, Nathan. You know, I feel strangely sentimental about you in this room. I worry that you in the flesh again may be something of a letdown.
Madam, it's news from Callisto, and it's not good.
Show me.
Although all reports have yet to be verified, it has been confirmed that a significant, violent uprising has occurred on the shared MCR-UN moon station of Callisto. In what the UN is calling the Callisto Insurrection, Martian-backed laborers in the shipyards of Callisto turned on UN peacekeepers in what is believed to have been a coordinated attack.
My God.
While tensions have been mounting in the region for some days, the exact purpose of the attacks and any possible coordination with Mars remain unknown. The Martian Congressional Republic has yet to issue a statement. And just in, we have learned that UN Marines are being deployed and are being met with fierce resistance at the station. We're also told that some military officials now believe that a portion of the uprisers may be OPA operatives posing as shipyard workers.
It's a message from your son.
Go answer that.
Listen, I haven't heard back from you yet, and I can't talk long, but I didn't want to go into a mission the way we left things.
Madam Undersecretary.
I want to thank you for believing in me. I know we don't always agree, but I'm still grateful for your support and even your advice. Sometimes.
Chrisjen, they've released the official list of casualties.
I didn't want to enlist, but maybe you were right to twist my arm. I've learned a lot out here. I even met someone really special. So, thank you. I love you, Mom. I'll call you again soon.
Oh, okay. That happens. Actually, I'm trying to figure out whether that was something that actually was referenced in the show or not. Or if that was just a result of choices we made. I mean, I think that was probably going to happen regardless of what we chose.
Wait. Who is this?
You don't know me. My name is Chrisjen Avasarala. I'm Sharnapol's mother. And you must be Marie.
I mean, ugh. I mean, it might be possible Marie had nothing to do with that. Well, that was interesting. Although I gotta be honest, for the most part, that was kind of boring. It only got interesting at kind of right at the end there. So it's like 90% of this DLC was just boring drudge work. And then it's like right at that 10% at the end we actually had some interesting drama happen. So as a DLC mission, I guess it's fine as an optional thing, but I would not say this is essential to get for the main game. It kind of had nothing to do with the main game. Trying to see if there's like any different outcomes to this. Because it doesn't seem like there would be. Unless you are stupid and you lose the vote. Okay, yeah, the outcome is gonna happen regardless of what you do. I'm trying to remember if that was even referenced in the show or not. I can't even remember that at all. Oh well. It's an okay DLC, but like I said, I wouldn't really think it's not essential to the main game. And like I said, for the most part, it was kind of boring. So, main game was so much more interesting. So, oh well. Skip. Alright, choices. Mute. Mute. There you go. Alright, so choices. Sharpnose girlfriend. We told him to get tested. I need to get tested for space-transmitted disease. Cusco. Most people were diplomatic. Meditation. Most people chose to meditate and prayed. Only 2% didn't do anything. Which is probably the smartest decision. Blackout. Sure, Mendez was behind the blackout. Yeah, I think it's kind of obvious that Mendez was trying to sabotage Avasarala here. It seems really obvious in hindsight now. What's happening? It's too harsh. Cruzo. Most people convinced Cruzo, but didn't find the evidence. Wait, there was evidence to find? I wasn't even sure we were looking for it. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess there was. She was supposed to find evidence of something, and I completely forgot about that. Like, it wasn't even on the objectives list, so I didn't even bother looking for it. But we still managed to convince him anyway. We just kind of blackmailed him. Which is something Avasarala would totally do in the show. He would totally do that. You got all the votes on the first try. Yeah. Sharp words. Kept her cool. Yeah. We played all 3 rounds of chess. Alright. Alrighty. So, that's the Expanse Telltale series. Main game, 8 out of 10. I would recommend it. It's a good Telltale game. It's definitely one of the better ones that they have made, and you know, this is part of the comeback for Telltale games too. So, you know, if this is the level of quality they want coming back, going forward from here on, that's good. Maintain this quality, and even improve it. This is good. Archangel, bleh. I would say Archangel is not really essential to this. If you're that interested, just get it on sale. I would say I wouldn't go out of your way to get that. Like I said, for the most part, it was just boring. But anyway, that's it for Archangel. Expanse, the Telltale series. Next up, I guess I'll go ahead and start Control next time. See how that works out. That'll probably be a little bit of a longer playthrough. So yeah, that'll be it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.